Alright. Let's just get started then. So yeah, we'll see the pattern in a second. So I don't know what you prefer, if you want to see the split first, or if you want to discuss the kingdom beforehand. It's more or less up to you. I don't have a clear preference.
I think it's just easier if you know the split. It saves you a lot of thinking, right? Though maybe for coaching purposes, it doesn't actually matter because it's not wasted thinking.
Alright, so 3-4 for 4-3. Okay, so what are the cards that you would define as the most powerful cards in this kingdom?
Certainly Margrave.
Yeah, just keep going.
I'd say. And then you maybe do want to thin a bit with loan, and then probably bank will be your payload, and maybe some patrons to sort of not have to worry about terminal collisions and stuff.
Okay, so how big do you want to build? Well, I guess pretty big if you want to use bank, right?
I mean, yeah, I don't think about these things before the game starts, but I would guess maybe double province or something.
Yeah, sure. I don't think it makes sense to be more specific than that either, but you're definitely building, you're not playing some money there. And
no, sure.
That's all. I mean, is there anything notable synergies, any sheepdog, any shanty patron stuff going on that you want to do?
Oh, right, there is shanty patron. I hadn't even noticed that. I mean, sheepdog doesn't seem that useful because you can't really gain anything.
Sure, I'm not saying it's good. I mean, if you,
if you buy something, but not.
Yeah, well, that's not really helping you, right?
And then I'm not sure about loan. I'm not sure whether I would go for loan, but I think I would. But
so
it's.
What do you think you're gonna open on your 3-4? Oh, also, I should turn on Spectrum.
I mean, given that you're player one, I think it was also, and that I have 3-4, it would also depend a bit on what you're doing, maybe. But I would decide whether I want to go loan. I think I would, and then.
Okay, I mean, I can do my buy if that makes it easier for you. This is what I'm gonna.
And then no, the thing is just that maybe I messenger something, but I haven't really thought about this yet. Or I could save something. So let's say I go loan.
An option was to save and go for Margrave, right?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure it's better, but it would have been at least something I would have given a hard think. But
yeah, that's right.
I mean, I'm not sure it's better, so I'm not gonna go back here.
So now the question really is the messenger worth you having a patron in your second shuffle, right?
I mean, the main question you want to ask yourself is how good is the messenger itself as a card here?
Yeah, that's true. But I think it's not that bad, right? There are lots of villages. You will have a Margrave soon, but you also have at least one villager stored up, unless things go horribly wrong. So
I mean, it could be nice if you see it early enough to shuffle in a Margrave earlier. There's certainly some upside
something like that.
I mean, as player 2 in a 3-4, I'm definitely not opposed to that idea, so feel free to do that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I mean, obviously you wouldn't do it if the patron went into your shuffle, right?
Sure, but your player.
At least that's my.
Yeah. No, it's really the only thing you do is play 2, so I have a sad draw there. So. Okay.
So now sort of messenger gets cancelled by loan, right? That's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, right. That is. I mean, you don't necessarily have to play this loan.
No, I don't. I mean, I think it might be better if I just played the messenger, discard my deck, and then bought Margrave.
Faster. It is definitely not ideal, but.
I mean, yeah, but if the loan wasn't there, it wouldn't have made a difference. Right?
No, sure. It just looks. I mean, if it was a copy, you could have saved as a state. So that's
that's true.
Right?
That's true.
If it wasn't a state, it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. Well.
Let's take a Margrave.
Yeah.
I think it's.
I mean, one thing to notice is also that save does get countered by Margrave to actually a non-negligible degree, right? I mean, it still helps to save, but.
Like, I mean, it still helps. Yeah, sure.
It's not ghost ships, so it can't be worse than doing nothing, but yeah.
Yeah. But it might still help just keeping an estate out of the shuffle or something. I think I discard here too, right?
I mean, why do you want to discard? What's that? There's a patron, there's a Margrave, and, well, a loan and 6 garbage cards, basically. What's the worst case? Margrave drawing patron that you don't have to save? Which, I mean, it's sad given Margrave, but like you're much
Do you
more
think?
likely to play this Margrave if you don't toss, right? Next
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think I would save an estate and buy a plaza here or something. I haven't really thought about it. So then the option would just be that I would be able to bank
I
a
mean,
villager.
saving this estate has, in my opinion, literally zero value, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Because
I
it
mean,
never misses a
if I'm not
shuffle, and
yeah, if I'm not gonna discard, I'm certainly not gonna.
so like it's essentially, do you want to buy Plaza over 5? Because I don't think the save does anything really.
Yeah.
But I definitely wouldn't toss, because another thing is, if I play Margrave, you go to 8 card left, so your Margrave draws deck cleanly, right? So
Yeah,
that's also not the worst thing.
that makes sense.
I mean, I don't think Plaza is better than one of the 5s, but maybe
no, it's. I mean, given this, it's certainly not worth saving the estate, right? Because I'm not
no,
gonna.
it's really
I'm
just,
not
do
gonna.
you want the Plaza over the 5s? Maybe
Yeah,
Plaza is better, but I don't think it is. But that would be the question I would ask myself.
I would have thought going for a city then would be the right thing to do, but I'm not.
A city better than Festival? I mean, sort of.
I mean, it draws a bit more, right? I mean, that's the main difference, isn't it?
I mean, Festival is payload.
Yeah, that's
City
true.
is not. So, I definitely think there's some difference there. I mean, City isn't clearly better to me than Plaza even, right? Because how is City getting active? Like, I don't see any piles there this game.
Yeah.
This is probably
that's right.
piling on Province, so City really
that's
doesn't
right.
even seem better than Plaza. So before City, I would actually buy the Plaza still, but...
That's right.
So,
I mean, it probably also depends on whether you want to go for bank, right? Because if you go for festival as payload, bank just...
Yeah, that's true. So for me, it would be Festival or Plaza or Second Margrave, but Second Margrave does not.
I mean, given that I don't even have a villager, I don't really think that...
I think it's a village. So it's either Plaza or Festival for me, because I don't see the upside of City over Plaza.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you don't really need to buy though, right? Like you have Margrave, you have Messenger, so yeah, this might just be my Plaza after all then.
But then I might just as well save this.
You might as well save it.
I mean,
it's not gonna matter.
It's never gonna ever matter. But...
Yeah, it is a good habit. So. Okay, so
I probably don't want to play it alone, right?
You have what, 1 copper, Margrave, and a state down there? No,
I mean, there is the Margrave is down there.
Yeah, there's a Margrave, but what else? There's a Margrave
and then estate and the copper. I mean, the one estate was saved, right? So
right.
I've only seen 2 estates this shuffle.
So there's no case where Margrave actually misses the shuffle, right? Worst case, instead of top deck Margrave, it
sure.
in the shuffle. So I think it's worth to trash the copper there.
Because it's a 50-50, basically.
Well, it's a 50-50 to even be a negative, and even if if it tosses, it's not the end of the world, because it doesn't actually miss an additional shuffle, and trashing copper does seem quite important. So I would probably play that lone. Also, well, I didn't even realize that lone would do this, but that is actually amazing.
Okay, that's
really good. Okay, so I have the option of saving to have this not in the shuffle. What do I want to buy? I probably actually want another Margrave at this point. Yeah, I think just Margrave Plaza is fine. Like, I'm not interested in Shantytown. Maybe I should be interested in Shantytown. I mean, Shantytown Patron never really inspired me, because, well, if I'm getting Shantytown, I'd like it to draw, and then it doesn't work. So,
I mean, if you have a lot of patrons, it might be worth it.
Yeah, but like, that's
not
already drawn deck and have that control. So, yeah, I mean, maybe it was the buy there.
Oh,
okay,
that's like the worst outcome.
Yeah, that is actually the worst outcome. Yep.
I don't know, second patron maybe. Because I mean. So I do have 1 village. I only have 1. I do have 2 terminals.
Yeah, but you have the patron sort of.
I do have the villager, yeah.
So it's. I mean, Plaza's fine just because there's Otter as well, right? So a village does get better in the presence of drawing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I think I'd rather have the Plaza at this point because you're really trying to go for deck control. You should be able to hit 5 at this point with your deck, right?
Yeah.
So where for me the second patron allowed me to probably get a bit more 5s. I don't think this patron is really gonna achieve that for you.
Yeah.
So I'd lean Plaza, but patron is totally fine. Like, just I don't think there's too much of a difference. So I could also this Plaza, which is quite sad, but I guess I'm gonna do it. Okay, well, cost me a villager, but probably worth attacking. Also, is this gonna? Man, I really paid off this loan. That is okay. Well, that is quite nice.
And it's a clean shuffle too.
Yeah, like literal last card. I mean, look, ideally Margrave would have been top deck, but I'm not complaining, okay?
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth a coffee for me to save this estate, so I clearly need a village right now because I have 2 Margraves and no villager. And I guess I'm getting the Shantytown now. Yeah, I mean, could have been 2 plazas too. But... Okay. So I have Patron Shanty in hand. So I could either play the Patron and then play the Shanty or just discard the Patron. But yeah, I mean, Copper still seems worse, so I guess we'll toss Copper. I would have considered if you want to do some other stuff. I don't think it's better, but I mean, maybe you consider it.
Instead of discarding.
No, I think the Messenger had to be played, right? Because this is the only Margrave, and the worst case, even if you draw, there's still 3 cards left. So okay, you could draw Lone, and that might clean up a bit, but I think you had to discard there. Like just the Patron could have been. I agree that Patron playing it normally is better, but. Just
it would have
it was
spent,
an option.
Yeah. But it would have spent the villager, right?
Yeah, sure. Again,
yeah.
I do think it was worse.
No, I do take your point.
So this save actually has some merit, right? This time.
But I'm still not sure whether I want to go for a save instead of a second Margrave or something.
Yeah, it's either save Plaza or Margrave for me, and then if you take the Margrave, I don't think it's worth a coffer to save.
I mean, I do have 2 plazas already. I think it's time for a second Margrave.
Okay, yeah, sure. But yeah, I wouldn't spend the coffer for the save. So.
Yeah, but do you think the plaza would?
I mean, I think given order, it's totally fine to just get another plaza there, but like.
Yeah, because you only need 1 Margrave play.
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge difference either way, essentially. I mean, the second Margrave. Definitely, you really want to get this attack in every turn, especially against save, so probably it's better to just get the Margrave. At least on average, it's definitely the better play. You might make an argument that you're pretty far behind and you might have to take a risk, but it's not even clear that would imply Plaza. It probably wouldn't be, so yeah, no, Margrave seems good. So yeah, I just want the Shanty to draw more than anything. Okay, I guess we'll alter this Plaza. Alright, so there's a Patron down there, Lone. You know what to do.
I mean, it's really good at its job.
Ah,
come on,
man, what a letdown. Okay, so I guess at some point, like I've trashed a decent amount of coppers. I think this was my 3rd copper that I trashed. I guess.
Yeah, I think I've only trashed 1.
Okay, so bank probably isn't the direction I'm going at this point, which means I might actually go into this Shantytown stuff. Oh yeah. I'm still
instead of festival, you mean?
Instead of bank.
Yeah, sure, but also instead of festival.
Yeah, festival's such a garbage card. Like, it's so bad. I really don't want to use it if I don't have to. And like the buy isn't even doing anything for me, so yeah, I don't know. I don't like buying festival mostly. I do think that I can't add another Margrave right now, and I probably want to save this plaza because of Margrave on top and no villager. Even though you're gonna attack me, it still seems worth. All right, I guess I'll try this patron stuff for science. Okay. I shouldn't have so fast. Yeah, I guess we will keep those.
Right now, do you think I should also be thinking about altering? Because I mean, it wouldn't really have occurred to me if you hadn't
No,
said
I
anything.
mean here you definitely don't want to auto, right? Like, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna use up your villager and draw 2 cards then.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'll save as little value again.
I mean, there is a second Margrave down there now, right? So
Yeah, there
it
is.
does keep the estate out of shuffle.
Wow. Oh, if I play both Margrave, no, it doesn't. You toss it to my first Margrave, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And
Yeah,
then it
yeah.
still goes in. So yeah, it doesn't actually do much. Well, you probably need some form of payload. I mean, you could just add more Margraves and more Plazas until you draw a deck, and that's probably fine too. I mean, I guess what even is the alternative, right? Given that you don't save. You have 2 Plazas down there, I think. Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah.
So you're probably gonna keep Plaza Margrave to my attack.
Yeah, that's probably most
Okay.
plausible.
So in the good case, if you add a Margrave, you're more likely to find the second Margrave next time, which that would be great. In the worst case, you don't find a second Margrave, even if you buy another Margrave, and then you have a hand of Margrave, Patron, no village. So there's a bit of the trade-off.
But I do
higher
still
risk,
have the villager, right?
you will still have the villager, sure, yeah. I mean, the higher reward play is certainly to go Margrave. More safety plays Plaza. So, actually, in this spot, I think I would make this decision based on the game state. If I'm
And given that I'm so behind, I would.
yeah, given that you're behind, I think you should lean towards Margrave. But if you were like in my spot, like
Yeah.
game state wise, I think I would go for the Plaza. But yeah, I mean, this is close.
No, that makes sense.
But I think I would
Yeah.
lean Margrave here for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so play Margrave first. Plaza first. Man, I'm getting this great Shantytown Patron synergy in, which is just playing Patron before my Shantytown, so disappearing money, just like Silver would be. Whew, nutty. I don't even want to discard here to my Plaza, because I'm not sure that my loan isn't going to trigger a shuffle, or something isn't going to trigger a shuffle, more or less. Okay, so I know your hand is Plaza, Margrave. I could utter this Patron, in which case I'm guaranteed to play another Margrave, which draws a bunch of garbage. Well, that's certainly not appealing. On the other end, this loan is probably gonna flip it. Yep. It's not too bad, honestly. Man, am I really doing the Shantytown Patron stuff? This seems like a great way to throw my lead away. I guess I'll also get more Margrave, and I guess I'll get another Shanty. I don't know, the Shanty has been good so far. This has been pretty good so far, at least. Yeah, well.
So the idea for you would be to sort of draw a deck first and then play the shanties, or?
I mean, yeah. Again, I'm not convinced by it, but I'm also not convinced by Festival, and I don't think I can go bank, so
Yeah.
It's sort of all a bit awkward. Okay, so down there you have 1 Margrave and no Plaza, right? Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, I think
you
it's
drew
true.
all 3 of your states, damn. That's not good. Okay, so this load is gonna flip some of it. Are there any other actions on there other than this Margrave, actually?
I think I've trashed 2 coppers, right? So I still have 5, and I only discarded 1, so
Okay.
it's 4 coppers in the Margrave.
I mean, that's not the worst time to top deck, given that you're probably gonna get Margrave attacked twice, so I'm not, like, worried about top decking bad stuff here. Like, I think I would actually keep this on top with the Messenger if you don't alter it. Or at least I don't see a need to, like, play it as this card. But then again, do you want to alter here? What's your best case? You draw the Margrave, you get a draw to the end of the shuffle, and then lone trash. That's obviously good. It uses up the villager, but I mean,
I mean,
it's
that
not even
sounds
that much better, right?
Do you think it's not that much better? I mean, I would have 4 more coins, right? Oh no, because I altered the messenger then. Yeah.
I mean, you will draw in total 5 cards instead of making 2 coins, right? Because messenger draws 2 and a Margrave. Well, you draw 4 cards because playing the Margrave again costs a card. So you make 2 money net in that good case.
In exchange for
And
a
in the
villager.
worst case, you draw 2 coppers, which is actually the same amount of money, right?
Yeah.
So
no,
there's
no,
actually
yeah,
no
sure.
reason to not outfit this messenger, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, very little reason,
If
at least.
I mean, if I'm sort of convinced that I'm going to play the Margrave if I draw it, which I think I am.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I would definitely do that. Okay. Well, that wasn't amazing, but at least he top deck less bad stuff. I mean, yeah. Well, definitely not ideal.
And now save and plaza or something.
Yeah, I do think you want another village at this point, and save does actually help a bit here, so that seems good to me. Oh man, my shanty towns again. Lost cities. That finds the Margrave, man. I don't know who I priped this game, but pretty sure it was worth the bribe.
I mean, the villagers do also help, right? Because
I mean, I haven't used them.
Yeah, sure,
Like,
but
I've just drawn
sort of
well.
as an insurance, yeah.
Oh, I guess I should look at what you have to discard.
I mean, I do have another plaza there. I think it's quite clear.
Yeah, you have the villager, right? So
Yeah.
that makes it easier. Wow, look at this. 2 money, shantytown. This is amazing. And now Lone is gonna make another one. Oh yay. Okay. Well, I still need more draw. I think that's just something that's always gonna be the case in Dominion. Always needing more draw. I mean, I can't possibly rely on my shantytown being a lost city every turn, right? So that's probably not gonna happen. I have so many villagers, though. You know what? Let's just do 2 Margraves. I guess cities are gonna become relevant if we keep going for these Margraves. Oh man. Okay, do I even keep a patron in hand? Yeah, I guess maybe I have to order. Okay, definitely not now anymore. Okay. So you found your Margraves. There's also no plot. There's nothing down there anymore, right? Of interest.
No, I mean, I think there's 1 copper in the deck and 2 in the discard.
Well, so you probably don't want to toss it. I mean, it's not even that clear. There could be some benefit to top decking 2 coppers because it makes you less likely to have a sad Margrave toss, but it also makes you. Well, I guess you're facing 5 Margraves, right? So you should never die. So I guess top decking 2 coppers is actually a good thing now.
Yeah, that's true.
So I guess you toss this. I mean, this. Yeah. Oh, no, you didn't top deck them. Top decking them would have been to play it and discard it. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think in the end it doesn't really matter.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it matters much. So don't have to undo that, but yeah. Okay, so what is your payload this game gonna be?
I don't think that I can also go in for Patron Shantytown, so it has to be something else.
Yeah, probably. You're never gonna win doing the same thing at this point, probably. So.
No.
So I guess at least bank.
I think that would be the ambitious.
I mean, what else though?
Yeah, right. I mean, buying festivals doesn't really seem.
Yeah, that seems appealing. Horrible. I mean, maybe it isn't, but it just always seems horrible to me. I have an aversion against the card. Okay, so let's say you do bank. What would that entail? Would you trash this copper right now or not?
I mean, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, even if I do, it's still worth 5, right? So it doesn't seem too bad. And I only barely drew deck. I mean, I didn't really. So
yeah,
so
you also don't really have more potential to draw more by uttering more or something. So yeah, you probably have to trash. Yeah. I mean, you did this card with Plaza, right? So in some sense, you drew deck.
Oh yeah, that's right, and I'm probably not going to do that anymore, right? With bank.
Yeah. Well.
Unless I'm sure I'm going to redraw it.
Yeah. So I mean, worst case you can rebuy the copper. You have to buy, so you might as well try it first. You know. So you're probably doing bank, and if you do bank, I mean, the alternative is what? Double festival here.
That just doesn't sound as appealing to me.
No. I mean, yeah. to me neither. So if you do the bank, do you spend 3 coffers to buy something?
What would I even buy? I'm not sure. I mean, maybe spending 1 coffer to save something, but that's not worth it either. So
No, I don't think you want to save. I mean, I would guess it would be Shantytown that you're buying. Yeah, that would probably be what I would buy if I buy something.
what would the potential upside of Shantytown be? That I mean, I think I just make it in terms of actions, right?
I mean, you best case you make an extra coffer because you have an extra draw and you save a villager, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, you didn't use the villager this turn, right? You just net gained one. Or did you? Yeah. Oh no, you did.
I'm not sure.
You,
I think I
you
actually
did use
had
one.
one.
You did use one.
Yeah.
So that's the upside, obviously.
But
it
I mean,
can of course be sad, but like worst case you
yeah.
can otter it sort of. I mean, mostly it's cost you 3 coffers, which is that's a high price to pay for something.
Sure, that would take like 3 turns to get. It would take me 3 turns to get those coffers back.
So if it was free, I would take it, but I don't think I'm willing to
Sure,
pay 3
sure.
coffers for it. So yeah, I guess it's just bad.
Okay. So it's yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can just spend these villagers. Like I'm just gonna get them back. Yeah, okay, I only wanted to plaza this card, I think. Because I'm not gonna draw with Shantytowns anymore, right? I feel like I'm still gonna draw so much here. Oh yeah, okay, this is perfect. No, my loan doesn't make money anymore. Oh, damn. Okay, I mean, this isn't bad, this is like a festival except it makes free money, so I can hate on it less.
And you can also use the actions to get, convert into villagers.
Well, festival would do that too, right?
Yeah, true.
So it's really just 3 coffers instead of 2 money, and I don't think the time ever matters, so Shantytown is better than festival, you have it. Okay, so you're doing bank, right? Which means bank scales more than linearly, I would want to say, if that makes any sense anyway. Which in theory would mean if I could deny you draw, that would be nice. The problem is if I empty Marcus, I'm also just allowing you to buy cities, which is not even worse for you, right? So, like, if it wasn't for city, I would probably just empty the Marcus here and be happy, but...
Even with Otter?
Even with Otter. I mean, Otter is only half of the Margrave.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And like, I don't think that's sufficient to draw with a bank engine. But given that you can then just go into cities, I don't think that's worth doing. So I want to buy 1 Margrave because I do actually want to draw myself still, because I'm probably gonna add some payload. Okay, so I guess I'm doing this. I mean, I'm not trying to be super precise here, but yeah, something like this. And I keep tabbing to you, and then I realize, oh, I have to Margrave this card. So I guess I'll just stay on my screen for a second.
So I think if I discard this copper, I'm not sure if I can actually draw it again.
Oh,
let me think. I think I have 3 plazas. So I have all of them. I have 1 Margrave. So it might depend on whether I otter something.
Well, are you ever discarding twice this turn? Last turn you discarded twice, and you had 1 card left that you then loaned, right? So you didn't add any draw, you just added a bank and trashed a copper, so you would be in the exact same spot if you did the same thing again. So if you discard twice, you top deck a copper to loan trash, but you lose the money of the copper off the bank.
I'm not sure if I want to trash any more coppers.
Yeah.
So I think I might as well not discard then.
I mean, you'll discard once, I assume. Actually, doesn't actually really matter. It's just 1 copper versus 1 coin, I guess. Yeah. Okay.
So something like Margrave Bank, but and then I will use up my last villager, and then I'll have to buy some villages next turn or something like that.
It's really awkward that I know what you're doing, so I'm not gonna you can't just buy cities and be like, oh, he's gonna empty the markers. Because that's what I would do on ladder. Like, no joke.
But, sure, but I mean, I couldn't assume this even if you didn't see my hand, because this doesn't really tell anything.
Sure. This has nothing to do with me seeing your hand. I mean, I definitely think you want a bank. But whatever.
Yeah, that's sure.
I mean, you could just do loan, bank, plaza, or yeah.
I mean, I could even. Yeah, if I don't discard a copper, I even have sort of one overdraw.
Yeah, you still draw a deck then, and you do make a villager, because ideally you don't have to use a villager then, so you net a villager, which might be nice down the line with order. I don't think you can buy this Margrave, not because of cities, just because of your terminal constraint. And you definitely want a bank, right? Because you need more payload.
Yeah, that's sure.
So
that's for sure.
If we assume you're gonna buy bank, and we assume you're definitely not gonna buy festival in this, ever. So bank plaza kind of has to happen at that point, I assume. I mean, what's the alternative to plaza after we bought bank and have 4 coins, 4 coffers? Nothing seems worth spending the coffers for, I think.
No, that sounds plausible.
So yeah, I mean, you could consider messaging the plaza. I don't like it though, but yeah, I guess you could consider that. Then you would utter one thing, but I'd rather save the.
I mean, yeah,
Messenger does not seem like a good deck, card in your deck, even with order. Okay. Man, this deck is weird that I'm playing. Using up 5 villagers, being like, okay, what's the big deal? Okay. So this makes money. This makes money. This makes money. Now the question is if at some point I have another Margrave down there, but nah, I don't think I care too much about that. Yeah, no, I want my villagers back. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of coffers. So what happens if I buy cities? I prevent you from buying the last Margrave. It's funny how me buying Margrave allows you to get more draw than me not buying Margrave. Okay, I guess I should do that then. That's actually quite hilarious. I don't think I've had that before. So I guess I'm just gonna do 4 cities, Shantytown Patron or something. I mean, yeah, that seems fine.
But what do the cities do for you? I mean, I'm not gonna buy the last Margrave now, am I?
Well, they prevent you from buying the last Margrave, and they allow me to play more otters.
Oh yeah, you can all. Yeah, sure. I had forgotten about the otter.
So they're clearly better than nothing. And
no.
I guess sure. I did use 17 coffers for this, but why would I ever stop building? There's just no reason for me to stop building. That's just the one way I can lose. So I guess I shouldn't. Probably shouldn't do that.
Wait, so where was I last turn? Did I say that I can't discard, right? I think that's true.
Now you can't discard anymore because you added an extra bank, yes. Assuming we messenger again, which I think we are. So. I mean, yeah, okay, I don't need to keep cities ever. I don't know why it keeps going to OBS. Okay.
So should I?
So what is your draw situation gonna be like down the line? Because you feel like sort of hard stuck. Not that there's any fault of your own, but...
No, that's right. I mean, going for cities sort of costs for me is much higher than for you.
Yeah. I mean, you could do bank, city. That still draws deck if you do 1 bank city normally and 1 for other, right? So you can get draw. It's just pretty awkward.
But on the other hand, going for provinces doesn't really seem to.
Oh no, that's horrible. Like, yeah, I don't think we can green. There is a pile concern at some point, right? I mean, I've 6 Margraves, I've 7 buys, and then the Messenger, so that's 8 gains. So I guess I'm 1 off right now, but I also would need to score, so maybe I'm 2 off. Yeah, I think you do need another bank.
I agree, but then I also need draw, right? So,
well, 2 cities is draw, right?
Yeah, so I would have to go for the cities then.
I mean, you could also go for Plaza Sheepdog or something, like in literally just Sheepdog is just an order, but it's just a cheap action that doesn't lower piles. If all you're doing with the second city is always ordering it, in the best case, that just saves some money. But
I would also have to spend this money in some other way for it to really make sense, right?
I mean, you could do double bank, you know. You could be greedy.
I mean, maybe something like this is what I need, right? Because what's the way for me to win this game?
I mean, the greediest line is to spend all coffers and go bank, Plaza, Sheepdog. Or even Plaza Shantytown, but Plaza Shantytown just loses, right? I think. Because then there are 8 cards in the pile. Oh no, I only have 8 gains. So, and I'm player 1, so there's actually.
So say I go bank city. I don't really see myself winning.
No, you're not. Line. I mean, you're definitely not.
so I might as well go for the riskier plan.
Sure, that makes sense. Yeah. So double bank, Plaza, Shantytown, I guess.
Something. I mean,
it doesn't instantly lose because I can only pile but not score. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But on the other line, I think I wouldn't be coming back. I would just sort of
you wouldn't
delay the inevitable for a turn or so.
Yeah, the other line is sort of what you do if you feel confident about the game, but you're not. So, yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, I sadly can't look at your Discord choices because then I would have to tab all the time. It's annoying.
No worries.
I mean, I don't think they're terribly interesting anyway. So.
No, especially given the villagers.
Okay, I guess I'll order the city. Oh no, I'm out of villagers. Oh hey, who cares? Yeah, this is why I should know what's in my deck, but don't know what's in my deck, so I guess that never really matters. Okay. There are no more patrons on there. There's a city on top. Okay, I'm just clearly never gonna order any of these because they make too much money. Whee! And I kind of need my villagers, so yeah. Okay. Right, so I have 8 gains, as expected, that only piles. Counting messengers, double again, obviously. Okay. So you probably make about the same amount of money as I do at this point. I
know, I wouldn't think so. I mean, okay. You make like $40.
Okay, you also only have 4 gains, right? So
yeah,
I'm not gonna touch this province pile because why would I, sort of thing. So I guess I'm just gonna buy more generic cards. You know, save my coffers. I have 7 buys. If I need to go, I can always go. So best you can do is 4 provinces, right? Because you have 4 buys. So yeah, sure. I'll just do 4 provinces and duchy in that case, I guess. Okay.
So in the end, even this line.
Yeah, I mean, there's just counterplay to everything, right? At some point, you lose if I respond correctly, but yeah, well. What can you do in the spot, right? It's all sort of bad. Like, these decisions... Oh, no, whatever. Not what I meant to discard, but it doesn't matter. Probably doesn't matter. Yeah, okay. You don't draw deck. That's a messenger on top, I guess.
I mean, it's not the worst thing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't think there's a good answer to this problem that we're facing as you, so, and you can't even quad. I mean, I guess you kind of have to triple and hope what are you even hoping for?
That you don't find any plasma, I guess.
And then you triple again.
something like it. I mean,
I guess
maybe.
triple save estate Margrave. Well, not Margrave. City, I guess. Plaza. Well, might as well Plaza, I guess. Yeah. Well, this is definitely bad, but I think you have to green. Like, you're not winning the extended game. Also, now little piles are low enough that I can just win if you don't score.
Yeah, no, I do have to go for some green.
So,
But
I mean, I guess just 3 provinces at that point, right? Yeah. If I have a full turn, you lose.
but that was always gonna happen, right?
Yeah, it's also quite unthinkable that I can't just choose to otter a bit more, and then I will definitely have a full turn. Maybe I will not make max money, but
Oh yeah, I even forgot about Otter. I mean, even
without order, this
yeah.
would never work. But nothing does at this point. So
Sure, but I mean, without Otter, maybe you would have had this hand of 5 patrons or something.
I guess I can just do this. Now I have enough money. Now I just need a 5 guy. Okay, well, yeah, this wins and then some. Okay, I'm not gonna click this out, so I'll just resign right now. I have clearly 5 provinces because of the coffers and the buys. Okay, yeah, I don't think there was much you can do there. Player 1 and better shuffles early is kind of hard to beat on a snowbally board like this. I do think it was right to go for the bank payout. I don't think you're ever catching up either way, but it did make sense because you trashed fewer coppers.
And it did scale kind of quickly.
It did scale kind of quickly, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You're just down so much in every other regard. There was much to be done. Okay, so next kingdom. Oh, well, what do you want to do?
Okay, so there is no trashing. There is no plus buy. I mean, there's a bit of plus gain with Sculptor, Border Village, and Treasure, I guess, and Camel Train.
So Treasure isn't trashing?
I mean, it's yeah, true. Okay, no, there is trashing. I was looking at Black Hat when I said that.
But yeah, there's no way to gain more than 1 province a turn.
Yeah. No, you're right. I mean, of course, there is copper trashing. So you probably want to get the Treasure, trash a bit with the Treasure, maybe get the Sculptor, and then go for green quite soon.
So you're not interested in building? You're not afraid of Black Cats ruining your day? I mean, I'm not saying you should be, but...
Yeah, I mean, you can gain Black Cats with Sculptor, right? But you would need to have quite a few villages to make this worthwhile, so I'm not sure.
No, you don't.
I mean, Black Cat
for that. You never have to actually play the Black Cats, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, in theory, I can have, let's say, 3 mills and 6 Black Cats, and I'm just tossing the Black Cats to my mills at the end of the turn if I somehow draw the egg, which let's just assume I could.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would not need villages to actually play these Black Cats, and they would still always pose a threat that actually probably does more harm than you can ever outdo with a province buy, right? But am I getting to that point in time? That's I think the question.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure either. So say, what would you do then? Like, the only village costs 6, which is always a bit sad. I mean, sure, you also get a 5 cost. Let's not pretend that doesn't exist. Storyteller is pretty good at just making sure you draw a deck. Like, maybe you're not doing much at the turn, but you will draw a deck. Which, again, Black Hat would be the main thing you care about if you're doing this mill Black Hat stuff. It's also highly vulnerable to your Black Cats, though, because I need to buy mills or get mills. So if you have
that's right. I hadn't even. I hadn't even encountered.
I only have to take it once because I could camel train the mills first. No, that doesn't work. It's non-victory, right? Yeah, it's non-victory. Never mind. So I actually have to gain them the hard way.
Oh, and there's also Wolf. Then I haven't even noticed that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's too relevant, though.
No, that's right.
I guess it might be for the money there, because then you need 2 treasures and 2 sculptors probably, but yeah, I don't think that's too big of a concern. Okay, so
you'd go for the Black Cat. I mean,
it's fun. I'm not sure.
I agree. It's fun. It also seems a bit like something that you would do to try and catch up. Say if you don't get your treasure or something in the first shuffle.
Yeah, I mean, so what would you open here? I guess is the question.
Probably play mill and then silver, or if you're greedy, maybe camel train. But
yeah, camel train is the line I'm sort of tempted by, but really shouldn't do.
Yeah, I'm not.
Then what are you even camel trading? Like, you want 2 sculptors? Okay, that's nice, I guess, but it's not amazing either, is it?
No,
and
I mean
camel train border village obviously doesn't work at all. I mean, you get a second border village, but not a second 5.
it doesn't help. But I mean, if you go for the black hat deck, you can also just camel train a black hat every turn.
Yeah, well, sure, but it's just the worst sculpt at that point, right?
Yeah. True.
I mean, I think I'm doing the silver because the upside of the double 5. Like double 5 is nice if it's 2 different 5s, but I don't think I want any 5 twice. Too much.
I mean, you would take a second 5 for free, right? It's just not that likely.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not like 2 recruiters where I'm like, yeah, okay, sure, I'll take that.
Yeah, the upside isn't huge.
Yeah, but like, I mean, treasure and sculptor seem much better than 2 treasures or 2 sculptors mostly. Well, I'm not even sure the sculptor's too great. I mean, it does help you hit 6 and it does get villagers, which is nice, I guess. Villagers are pretty nice with terminal draw. Like, if you can then go into terminal draw. Sort of why patron opens work with terminal draw.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll do the sculptor. I also should probably look at your hand every now and then. Oh, you had 6?
Yes.
Wait, you had 6 and 5? That's cheating.
That was like the perfect draws. So I think I should also go for sculptor now, especially given the border village, right?
Yeah. I mean, collision of those doesn't allow you too much. It's not like there's something great to gain then, because you still can't gain invoice. But yeah. Okay, so do I want a guide?
Do you have 3 or 4?
I have 4, but I mean, I guess I should get these mill buys in if we're doing the mirror before you have black cats. Oh man, what a weird kingdom.
I mean, the mill is also just nice because it's not a single gain, but you can only get 1 province, right? So it's and given Wolf, then
I mean, sure, but the way this is going, I don't think this is gonna be decided by the 1 mil point. Like, this is gonna be decided by who eats 7.5 curses, or so it feels. Wow. So I don't need to play the sculptor, and it's not actually giving me a villager if I want to play the treasurer. Well, I guess I'm just not valuing the key at a villager then. I'm not playing the treasurer. Yeah, okay. Because I do really want this villager. Well, I kind of want to make sure I draw to my treasurer and sculptor at this point, so I guess I'm getting the storyteller now. I mean, there's only 1 buy, so it doesn't really do much to buy another payload card. Or gain another payload card, I guess.
I think I'm gonna trash a copper rather than take the key, right? Because you don't have it.
Yeah, if a key hasn't been taken yet, the very strong general rule is trash first. You really only want to take the key in those cases if you don't use the money at all and you don't have a copper. Well, really, if you don't have a copper in this case. Like, if you need the money, you don't trash, right? But like, if you had 6 instead of 7, pre-trash.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, in this case, I think you always trash. Yeah, even if I already had the key, I would rather trash there.
So should I just mirror you and go for a storyteller now? I mean, it does look appealing, but also I'm just always a step behind.
I mean, I don't think we should focus too much on who's player 1 and therefore has an advantage.
No.
Like, 95% of your games are going to be against opponents who don't mirror you. Like, the main reason we're mirroring is, well, we're both fairly good and we talk to each other right now. Like, so I don't think this is like something you should assume is always going to happen or make too many bad decisions based on. Okay. So, you were always going to gain the silver, I guess. I mean, the option of gaining mill first, right? You could have played.
And That's right.
guide,
But
or guide first, I guess, was an option too.
would you have preferred that? Because I mean,
Probably
I
not.
don't.
No, I think I want the villager, but
I mean, the villager doesn't. I mean, it is of course nice, but it's not totally essential, is it? I don't have an
I mean,
envoy or
silvers just
anything.
seem good though.
Yeah, yeah.
Silvers are good.
Then,
Like if it wasn't for storyteller, I probably wouldn't want these silvers. But you know, there is storyteller. So yeah, I guess it also never really makes sense to take anything less than 5 from the Sporter villagers because you can always sculptor for that stuff. Like if you want a camel train, okay, you're just gonna sculptor for it. So yeah.
but I think I also want second
Yeah,
storyteller.
I mean, at this point, it doesn't do much to add payload because we're limited by a single buy, so we're just getting more draw.
I mean, a sculptor might be useful, right?
Yeah, but you're also sort of limited in terminal space, and if you have the terminal space, you're gonna sculptor a camel train, so that's a lot of actions already out. Or you're gonna sculptor an envoy if you really need to draw. So
No,
like
no, no, no,
sculptor
no.
has a lot of potential to burn up terminal space, so to speak.
No, I agree.
That's actually kind of interesting. Okay, I guess I'll do this first and see what I'm getting with this. Okay, so 5. That's not really what I wanted. Yeah, okay, I guess I'll just do a guide now. Oh, wow, I still missed 5. Oh, damn, that was the risk of this order that I would have. Because I discarded a copper to the mill, but I was like, okay. Maybe I can get to double border village, like, without gaining a second card, but still just double village would have been nice, or more options. But oh well. What's the one case where it fails? I did have 2 estates left though, so it wasn't even unlikely.
I mean, you basically just want draw, right? Because you just want to see the cards you already have instead of buying another version of the card.
I mean, you could buy a second sculptor there, but yeah, I don't think it's better. But I guess it was reasonable there. Okay, so what is our sculptor doing? Well, let's draw a bit first. I don't think I'm gonna trigger this shuffle, so. So now I can gain 2 border villages if I feel like the terminal space is doing something. And I do think it is. Like, I still think this is the best use of camel terrain on this board. Because if I win the village splits, man, is that a thing here? I don't know, probably a bit. I'm more liberate in using sculptor. Like, this allows me to get a second sculptor now. I don't think I need a 4th storyteller, especially with the guide down. So I like getting this border village in more than I like getting say a second 5 that I could have gotten if I had exiled storyteller or sculptor and then taking it from the border village. Was an option, but yeah, I feel like border village is actually the most important card here. Well, have many off, I should say.
I think I just play all my treasures, right?
Yeah, there was a consideration to play treasurer first, I suppose.
Oh, I'd forgotten about the action. That's right.
I mean, it does restrict you a bit, but because would you have trash there? I guess you would, right? Yeah, that's fine. What's in there though? There's more coppers in there, right? So
there should be more coppers, right?
So I think it's just play all. Yeah. Okay. I mean, yeah, this was fun. Okay.
Oh.
This is fine, right? No, actually, I'd probably waste 1 money. That doesn't matter at all, though, I think. No, it doesn't matter at all. Okay, so are you just doing the same thing?
I mean, it does sound convincing, right? And if I only take 1 border village, you take another 2, and then
and then you're really fucked.
I'm really lost.
Yeah, then you only have 4, and that's probably pretty bad. So yeah, I guess I forced this decision on you to some degree.
And I think I'm also ready for the second sculpture now.
Yeah, I mean, my decks are pretty much identical. Right? I have the guy down, I think that's the main difference. But
and you do have 1 more border village, I mean.
Yeah, How did I
don't
get
you?
ahead? Oh, you had this really sad turn. What was it? Your turn 8 was really sad. Yeah, it was quite sad.
Oh yes.
Okay, I guess we'll discard with mill so I can. Should be enough draw. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna buy the border village. I guess I start exiling camel trains and I'll
Camel
probably just
trains.
get. Sorry, black cats. Oh, there's also camel train also bit works around the wolf then, right? Because you own the card in some sense.
Oh yeah, you could just camel train another treasure at one point.
So I guess that's sort of nice. Yeah. Am I even making 6 money if I do this? What I want to do? Oh yeah, I guess I am. Okay, this top deck's a bad card. That was probably preventable. Oh, I can just do mill again. Oh, I guess I can just. Alright, let's play full denial. You don't want to have fun, right? So. Your turn. I don't think you can punish this. If you gain 2 camel trains and then 2 stored. No, you can't punish this.
I think I want to play treasure now, even if it doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, taking key's good with storyteller, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably gonna take it back, but.
So I do want a sculpture for a mill, I think.
Yeah, might as well do that.
Just 2. Doesn't really matter, does it? Maybe I shouldn't have played that mill because I knew there was a storyteller down there.
Probably shouldn't have.
Oh well.
So what are you doing this turn?
That's a good question. I mean, board villages are out. I mean, I might go for provinces before you get too many black cats. Just
yeah, I do think you have to buy province. The question is, what are you doing with the other stuff? Well, I guess it's just a sculptor, right? Well,
right now, I can't even.
I mean, you can discard camel train storyteller and then.
Oh yeah. But then I sort of give up one gain for the province.
Yep. You do.
But it might still be right.
I mean, what's on top?
I don't actually know. I mean, let me think.
Probably a state, right? I
think it has to be an estate. Yeah,
that's quite bad. Yeah, that's actually really bad. That kind of forces you to. I mean if I could discard camel train storyteller and gain placard, play placard.
That's what I was thinking about right now.
And then you top deck a storyteller, hopefully, unless you draw it and then you're really sad, but you know.
But I mean.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna draw 1 card out of 2 estates, 1 storyteller, 1 camel train.
I mean, isn't even a good top deck at that point, though. I mean, storyteller's not gonna draw a lot, right?
So I think I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna gain a black hat and then.
I mean, you could discard storyteller copper and take an envoy and play it. Then you probably hit 8. And you do get the camel train gain, and almost probably a good card for your deck. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not, but a free envoy is probably better than nothing.
Wait, if say that again.
Storyteller copper, I guess, would be what you're tossing, or even storyteller. No, I guess you want the camel train in hand, right? Yeah, so storyteller copper, I guess. I think that hits.
But no, if you then toss copper, it doesn't hit 8, right?
Oh, there's only 2 estates on there. Oof. Yeah, I guess we're back to just tossing storyteller camel train, taking black cat, and probably not playing it.
No.
I mean, you could take a guide if you think that's better, but it kind of feels like you can't afford to. to do that. Your position is probably a bit too weak for that.
That sounds plausible. So I'm just gonna province now.
Yeah.
As long as there are no black cats in your deck, it seems.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Storytellers. Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Okay, guess not. Oh, I'll take the key. I probably should have done this in another order, but yeah, I guess I really should have. Oh, well, it's fine. Okay. So I used most of my mills, which kind of means I can't top deck anything this turn, which I'm a bit sad about. Yeah, I don't see how I would be able to do that at least. So I guess I'm just drawing this one card. Then there's just 2 coppers, right? Wait, am I unable to hit 8? It looks like I'm unable to hit 8, right? Because these are 2 states. Yeah. Well, okay.
That was just because of your extreme bad luck.
Okay, whatever. We'll just get all the black cats, I guess. To some degree, anyway. I do have to be a bit afraid, because you could...
I have 4 gains, right?
Yeah,
So I could empty.
Yeah, you could empty the storytellers. So I should get a unique here. Yeah. So I guess I'm getting a guide. A treasurer, probably. Yeah, probably treasurer. And now you get black cat attacked by my 5 black cat. Hopefully. I was wondering if you toss on the first mill, camel train a state that would have been, I guess.
I mean, I could still do that, or do you think it's
Sure.
less attractive now?
I mean, well, it just denies you the option to toss again on the second mill green, right? You're sort of limited by how many mills you have.
Oh yeah, that's right. I only have 3, I guess. Yeah.
I mean, how important do you like? Clearly, you can't win this turn unless I'm missing something major. So you sort of need to start reducing your wolf den penalty, probably, right?
That's what I'm probably going to use the camel train for, right?
So the question is, do you province or not? You definitely lose if I have some amount of black cats. Probably even one is one might actually be the most deadly if I only react once, because then the wolf then points of the curse, and that actually already scores minus points, because province is only 3 and then the curse is -4.
Well, no, for me,
you need sort of a plan.
For the province for me is 9, right?
Oh, you already have one. Sorry. Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
But
oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The plan would be to camel train treasure, I guess, or camel train itself.
I mean, you could sculptor for camel train as well if you want to be faster about reducing all of your things without actually adding to your deck.
Oh, I guess I can't actually take more black cats, can I? Or maybe one.
I mean, you definitely want to gain this camel train, because then you also exile a gold, which removes that wolf den thing, because gold is currently also a wolf den thing. So you probably want to sculptor camel train in this turn. But I think you just can toss the camel train, because you're losing the camel train gold, and you still have a camel train that you can use on treasurer, right? So that's a lot of points down. And then the question is if you play for a third, or if you think you win by a single provincing and just hoping black cat doesn't do too much to you. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. Or if you think that you get a points lead now. I mean, I guess the points lead isn't too great with just the one province, right? And then trying to empty with camel trains next turn, setting up a win that way.
I think that sounds most plausible. So I think I'm gonna toss this now.
Okay. Well, then you probably don't care about money at all on this turn, right? If you're not buying province. So you might as well play it all to Storyteller, I guess.
Even the treasurer, you mean?
I mean, sure. You probably want to take the key, I guess, because I wouldn't want to give it to me. I mean, I don't see what money's doing. Like, what are you buying at the end of this? Maybe a 5+ or something. Surely you can still do that. Like, I want to find my camel train again if I'm going to set up a win, and it's in the discard. So, actually, I only have 4 placards ready to do one.
Yeah, so I do also want the second black hat. Well, I'll have to think about that. And now I actually only make 4 money.
I mean, you can gain a... Oh no, silver isn't unique.
So I'm gonna sculpt for camel train.
Yeah, that scores quite a bit.
I think this I'm also gonna do for sure. And then I think I can safely take 1 black hat because you can't empty them and also score enough.
Yeah, the question is just with what? Probably with the camel train and then sculptor silver because you want the villager, I guess.
Yeah, and also I mean chances of black hat being in my starting hand are so slim, anyway.
I mean, the villager is nice because then maybe you can sculptor for an envoy next turn if you have to. It's not clear to me what you're buying here though.
Isn't clear to me either.
Can you take the Storyteller is the question I would ask myself. Because I think that's or you could take 3 gold. I mean,
that's what I was thinking about. But on the other hand, I mean, there's only so much that you can do with more draw and more
you
money,
only have
right?
2 Storytellers, so.
No, I have 3.
Right, the other one is in your hand.
Yeah. So that might actually be the best option. I mean, what else could I do?
I mean, I don't think that 3 golds increases the chance of you drawing deck. I think it probably decreases it. Alright, because you're not adding stop cards, and you can always sculptor for something if you... Well, I guess sculpting for something kind of takes away your win potential. But... You're a lot less likely to find a Storyteller, aren't you? So I have what? I have 2 sculptors and I have a camel train, right? Let's say you take Storyteller. What can I do?
That's,
nothing. Like, I'm unable to win because I have too many -1. Like, what? I gain camel train and it puts me to 5 points. Okay, and then I can empty Storytellers, but I still only have 5 points. So I think Storyteller is completely safe. Maybe I'm missing something, but on first glance, I can't possibly punish the Storyteller by. And then it lowers piles, which is good for you, because clearly you're not trying to go for the long game if you're...
no, that makes sense.
So you want to draw, and I think Storyteller is much, much, much better at drawing than 3 golds. I think 3 golds is probably actively bad.
And it also really just sets up a win.
And I am, I have this, what I dreaded. Yep, okay, probably dead then. It was interesting. You started playing the Storyteller, right? Mill actually makes the money more first, always. Because you can, at the very least, you can toss 2 cowpers. So you would have drawn an extra card. Again, here, I don't know why we're not playing the mill first. Like, this is really impactful now. Like, here, I would definitely want to play the mill. The first case, maybe you can make a case to not play it first, but here, it seems very clearly better. I mean,
especially given this.
I don't think you're playing the second one because you really don't want to toss the camel train, so there's like no case
where
you're tossing with mill, right?
That was the reason I didn't play the first one, but didn't really make sense.
But you took 2 coppers in hand, so you could have always,
Yeah. I guess I just want to draw, right?
I mean, you can just mill first, right? Yeah. This wins, right?
It should win.
I mean, you only need to gain 1 camel train and hit 5.
And I do also have a second one, yeah. Alright.
I mean, you don't even have to sculpt anything. Okay. Yeah, these plackets were horrible. Well, I mean, yeah, it is good to see that, you have this game plan, and then you do this game plan, and then, oops, I got punished for missing something way more fundamental, which is, respect piles. Yeah, giving you...
But I mean, what would have made you think that Black Hat wasn't worth it from the beginning? I mean, I'm not sure.
I mean, I'm not saying Placket wasn't worth it, but the play I did cost me a lot of pile pressure. Like, I gave you a lot of freedom, right?
Yeah.
So if you're able to use that freedom to force me into an awkward position, which you can only do because I got these plackets, then maybe the plackets are good in the long term, but the specific play gave up too much tempo, I guess you would call it, or whatever terminology you want to use, to where it allowed you too much freedom and choice. And that freedom and choice allows you to punish it. And that is just what happened. Like, I had no good out at this point. Like,
yeah, that's right.
Even if I don't die, what am I doing? Like, I'm never winning, I'm never outscoring, and then I'm always dying to your pile out, because you can score a lot more than 9 points at the end of this, right? You can just province, and then you go to 18. Okay, maybe you take 2 curses and still at 13 or something. Like, well, no, actually, with 1 curse is the most I can do. So, yeah, it was.
But just... really,
sorry.
Yeah, it did came down to this one turn where I bought province and you didn't have any black cats. I mean, if you had one on hand there, I think things might have looked different.
I didn't have any black cats yet, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think the province did much, honestly. Like, these 3 points didn't really matter, did they? It came down to me putting myself into a position where it was able to give, like, where I gave you too much pile potential, essentially. Where I could neither outscore nor pile myself. Like, it's sort of this thing where if you have more gains than your opponent, you can lower the piles to a degree where they can't pile, but you can pile. Or if you both have similar gains, but you have a point lead, however, in this case this was mostly Wolf, then not so much the province, then I take too many gains to make up for the point differential, so essentially also have less gains to pile.
Yeah.
So because of that, like, just because you were first to move on Wolfden, essentially, because I spent all my stupid gains on Black Cats instead of making up for Wolfden, I gave you too much freedom and choice. So yeah, I essentially gave that up for nothing. Like, the Black Cats did nothing. But yeah, even if I have them in hand, like, you didn't even green, right? So yeah.
But that's specific to this board where there was Wolfden, which scored quite a bit.
I mean, it was specific in that, I suppose, Black, but it's pretty typical that it allows you this sort of thing where you get to lower more even though you don't have more gains because your opponent is forced to make up for the points first.
No, sure, there is this general pattern, but it was interesting here because Black Hat and the way of scoring sort of just didn't interact.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but there's always something weird in a kingdom usually, so. Yeah. Okay. Alright, splits. Sorry.
Oh, so I have 2-5.
Okay. I'll also always play at 1, it seems. I did not make myself play 1. Okay, so trashing in Priest. Salvage doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like you build a lot here despite Battlefield, right?
Yeah, Battlefield is definitely one of those things that usually pushes you slightly towards not building as big, but yeah, there's just more things to be done here. So you definitely do peasant nonsense, surely, right? That's not really a question. You definitely don't get teacher because it's a powerful board, right? I mean, it definitely is a powerful board to me, at least. It looks like a powerful board. So what's your payload idea? I mean, you don't have to know this usually, but it's just interesting here, I think. So I'm still gonna ask it.
So what the payload's gonna look like, you mean?
Mm-hmm. What are you ideally making money with in the end? It's usually a very irrelevant question, but he is just cool, so... Well, at least I think it's cool.
Do you think you're going to score with Priest or what?
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to do a Tragic Hero Priest thing.
Alright, because I will...
And then maybe I'm getting the salvage at the end to salvage a gold. Because the last priest isn't better than the last salvage I only did once before.
I thought you would just maybe go for Tragic Heroes and then gain some hordes or something.
Do I look like a money player to you? Wow,
I mean, not you. I
subtle.
was talking
Yeah,
to the
that wouldn't
general.
be cool. I mean, come on.
I agree, the priest thing is much cooler, but is
I
it
mean,
actually better?
maybe you gain hordes, but the only reason you would gain hordes is so you can buy green and then have food for your priest and the gold. Not that I think you need that. I mean, anyway, you're surely doing peasant, right?
I think I'm gonna do stables because it
priest.
just cycles more. Or should I do priest too?
I mean,
You
with
think?
page, I'd probably do priest, but it's not page, so yeah, I agree with stables. You can always get the priest later. I think farming village is actually a better village here than fishing, so a bit sad. Not see a terminal there. Oh wow, you have die roll.
I mean, do I get the priest now? Or do I just get another
What happens
stables
if
in?
you buy priest now, shuffle wise?
I mean, I do have terminal collision potentially.
Is it more or less likely than usual?
It's more likely than usual
Why?
because there's 4 cards in my draw pile, so it's just gonna trigger
So
a shuffle.
the only way they don't collide is
Yeah,
if
yeah.
your top card is basically one of them.
Yeah.
Right? So I definitely
just-
don't want to buy a terminal here.
So I'm just gonna buy another stables.
I mean, unless you also like you could buy peasant fishing village. That's one option if you want to get a terminal. But
I mean, stables seems fine to me. I can get
yeah,
priest
I
next
mean,
turn.
sure,
And
stables is great. I'm just saying,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
one option if you really want a terminal. But yeah, yeah, like I'm buying a second peasant here. I have a priest on top, so there's some risk. I'm also horribly behind, so I definitely have to take a risk. And I do have one village, so yeah, feels like a sort of forced. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I was planning on getting the priest now, but am I? I mean, eventually you do want to trash and
I mean, now you
this
don't
luck.
even have 2 terminals, right? Because you're so.
No, yeah, that's the reason for taking the priest now. And I mean, this luck cannot continue.
Yeah, I mean,
So I
priest
think-
seems great now. Now that you don't have the same issues that you had last turn, clearly. So, I mean, I do think you want a priest. What you don't want to do is open priest and then discard it to your opponent's soldier on turn 5, but that can't happen to you. That was sad. I guess I'm getting a second priest at this point. I do need to somehow trash.
I mean, I might also get a second priest here. Or would that be stupid? So the options.
You're gonna draw a lot next turn, right? You have 2 stables on there and a fugitive, so you're probably gonna play stables and then fugitive triggers the shuffle, and so you're gonna see a lot of the new cards. I would just think.
But I mean, adding a village doesn't really help right now, does it?
No, the priest
And-
is just gonna collide, like almost always, though, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean,
See-
buying something like fishing village so you can next turn buy tragic hero surely does something, even though it's not a lot.
Yeah, that sounds worth it. I mean, the other question also is, do I want a second traveler
Well, not now again because they're just gonna collide. Right?
because of the collision? Yeah.
In general, sure, but yeah, man. Hey, I don't like these draws. Yeah, no. Wait. What was that? Why did you?
Oh,
stables?
yeah, that's right.
You definitely don't want to add that to the shuffle. I mean,
That's right.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
makes sense.
You can undo it if you want, but also we don't have to undo it.
I mean,
It probably costs you a priest play here. That's actually really huge.
that's true.
Might
So
be
now
Citadel.
I think I do get the tragic hero, right? Because
Yeah.
I also want the plus buy.
I mean, you also want to disciple it, ideally. Man, this is sad. Yeah, okay. This is why I hate Peasant. Okay. So I guess we're gonna disciple stables next turn, because it looks like that's the only option we're gonna have. So with that in mind, your tragic hero is gonna pop if you
Top.
play it. Mm-hmm.
So I might as well get the second one now.
Wait, no, that's not where I was going at all. Why do you want to get a second tragic hero now for that? So you have one after the turn?
Okay, yeah, I see that doesn't really make sense.
I mean, I was gonna say, so you probably want that to be non-terminal and maybe even play a priest before that or something like that, so you get more money out of it, and can potentially redraw the gold you're getting, or the horde. I guess it's probably gold, but
I mean, that's also already a possibility, right? Because I do have a village and this
yeah,
disciple
but I'm saying I would try and make that more likely.
by getting another village.
Well, I'm not sure village is the best way to do that. It might just be another stable.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't want another tragic here, because that's never doing something for my next turn.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's either farming village, fishing village, or stables to me. I mean, but they all seem fine. You're probably gonna get... Yeah, I like it, because the Citadel is gonna give you a native village. I mean, surely that's the intended buy for this turn. I mean, it would be for me, so... Also, my intended buy is peasant, so we're clearly evenly matched here. I still have 3 sticks. What was I thinking, man? Disciple is a village. Well, okay, it's still nice, because at least now you can gain it. That actually doesn't do much. You
I mean,
always
if
get a priest first, right? It's not like you're drawing anything dead.
No, but if I priest now, oh no, it's 8 or more. So you think I should just play Tragic Hero? No.
Well, why wouldn't you just play Stables? You definitely want to get this fishing village in play, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it does actually matter, because you have another stairs. Okay, yeah, this is really nice then.
Would you get Horde or Gold?
I mean, if I'm you, I'm not planning on greening anytime soon, so I don't see why I would get a Horde. Do you plan on greening soon?
No, but how likely is the coin gonna matter if you have 2 buys?
Well, hopefully we're not gonna have 2 buys for much longer. Right. Like, you're probably gonna disciple a tragic hero next turn and then play it again, and now you have 4 buys. So, then the coin might matter. I mean,
that makes sense.
I just don't think it does anything to have a potential gold gain for a card you're never gonna gain, or card type you're never gonna gain. I mean, obviously I would have resigned way, way, way back, but yeah, this is not really the point of this, so I'll let you play. Okay.
I think it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Would you?
This actually did lose some money if you're playing this tragic here, but I guess why are you playing this? Well,
yeah, that's the question now.
You have what, 14, 20 money? Man, why do you have so much money?
So I might as well play it, right? Because I can just rebuy it.
Sure. Little reason not to.
Is it too late for a second peasant line now? Probably is, right?
It does seem too late at this point, yeah.
Certainly one of those. So now you would go for this cool priest stuff. Maybe get a second priest or something.
I mean, I don't know. You sort of have so much money already. It's not clear that you're actually getting anything out of it.
And also, I would need to add quite some villages.
I mean, you definitely have to add villages in some capacity either way, right?
Yeah. And this should probably be fishing villages. I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Well, farming seems better to... Well, does it?
I mean, it's not clear to me which is better.
Well, you have one coming in, and I think only one fishing village or something. Like, only the first, because then you're allowed to play Tragic Hero on the Citadel, but you already have one coming in next turn, so adding another one right now at least kind of doesn't do anything for me.
So I just keep adding Tragic Heroes and
yeah, I mean,
villages
you can just
then,
write
or
Tragic Hero Stable, Tragic Hero Farming Village, it all seems fine to me. You could add a salvage if you want.
It's all winning against wherever you're stuck.
I mean, sure, but that's not the point, right?
Yeah, that's certainly not the point. So
wait, let's think. You have what? Let's say you Citadel Stables again. You have 4 terminal space right now. So Priest. Let's say you keep playing Priest. You disciple Tragic Hero. Okay. So I think you need a village actually, because I think you currently want over terminal if you want to replay everything.
So I have 2 villages and
losing these Tragic Heroes is actually pretty annoying, huh?
yeah, in a way the Tragic Hero is only terminal for one time, right?
It's actually not clear to me that Tragic Hero is better for your deck than a Salvager at this point. Salvager makes a lot of money, especially with the Priest, and it does give the buy, which is nice, and it doesn't disappear.
How does Salvager make that much money? I mean, I only have 1 Priest, right? So it only makes...
Well, you're killing gold, probably, if you need the money. And if you don't need the money, you're still getting the buy.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you don't give it up for gold. Like, gold is surely worse than any buy card here. So I feel like I might actually start with...
So you'd only get 1...
Yeah, I think I would do, instead of Tragic Hero Farming Village, Tragic Hero, I'd probably do Tragic Hero Salvager 2 Farming Villages. If that makes sense. Because I kind of want to go somewhere, and the problem... Like, Hero does this thing where you often just keep getting heroes, and you keep building more payout, and you're like, oh, well, maybe I should get buys. Because this thing isn't buy long term. Like, you keep spending a buy on it and then getting a buy, right? The only reason this is sort of buy right now is with Disciple, but what it really does is increase your payout, which is nice, but not really what you want at this point, I think. I was like, what the hell, man? It's just so useless. Like, looking at you. Oh my god.
Oh, wait. I forgot about... But it doesn't... I mean...
No, it does matter. I mean, maybe it's better.
But I couldn't have played Tragic Hero.
No, you couldn't play Tragic Hero, but... I mean, you probably want to do Stables over Fishing Village, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Alright, let's wait a second. If we disciple Salvager, can we save a hero? Probably, right, if we also play Priest. I mean, then you have what? You have Farming Village, Tragic Hero, and 1 Golden Hand. Yeah, that surely is enough to not pop the hero. I mean, I really don't want my heroes to go mostly. I don't care about golds. I don't care about the money they give when they trash right now. I just don't want to lose them. I mean, here you can probably trash copper because I don't think money is an issue. Yeah, that seems nice.
So I think I do want another village or 2, and then maybe... I mean, what's sort of the long-term plan? Just keep building forever?
I mean, my long-term plan is to win next turn if I'm you. Maybe not literally win, but score enough to where it doesn't matter if the game is over or not. Because I think you can easily do that.
Mm-hmm. That would mean like taking 2 more heroes, some villages, and maybe stables or something.
Yeah, something to that line. I don't think you want another priest, but I mean, it's not that bad either.
I mean, if I...
Yeah. I would be a bit worried about not drawing, just because of your lead, so I just don't want to dots. I don't want to buy a priest or something.
So it'd be something like villages, heroes, stables.
I'm not sure you need the stables, but...
So you just take a ton of heroes then?
I mean, 2 more heroes here probably, but you could do stables hero. I mean, this is... This is preference. I don't think there's. This just makes a bigger boom at the end, so I like that part. I'm not sure it's actually better. Oh, it's my turn. Look, it's my turn. Ooh, you scared? Mm-hmm.
But now I do think I have terminal space issues, right?
Well, if that was the case, you probably should have discipled one of these farming villages.
Yeah.
Just saying, you know.
That's right.
Just didn't do it. Whatever. Do I have 4 farming villages? You probably have another one in there anyway. But... yeah, there's surely one more, I think. But, okay. Alright, so priest first. Just blow them up, I guess. Yeah, that was one more. So it didn't matter at all.
I mean, would you blow up even this one? I mean,
yes,
in the end,
this is our last relevant turn. Just kill it all. I mean, then trash the stables.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Hey, you can buy the estate for the last battlefield points. Like, realistically, this is always ending the game. It's not even like your deck is bad. You just win on salvaging something next turn, right?
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter that the game isn't literally over. I mean, okay, I will resign now because...
which I could have done a few turns ago.
Sure, but again...
yeah, no, I mean, it's...
yeah, well, that's peasant for you.
Peasant and a 2-5.
Yeah, and excellent draws versus probably the worst draws I've had in a while, but oh well. That happens. Okay. Yikes. Oh gosh. This is not pleasant from the first look of it. At least I don't see draw.
There is no draw, but...
I mean, there's Piazza if you count that.
And the only village also isn't drawing. At least there's still...
mm-hmm. Gosh. So... what are you opening? At least that part is rather clear to me.
Would you do Banish Chapel?
It's an option, but I don't think I would do it. Well, I can see that, I guess. Yeah, it's not the worst.
What would you do? Silver Chapel?
Nope. Try again.
So I think you do want Chapel. I mean, there's...
yeah, I mean, you definitely want Chapel. That part is certain. The only question is the other boy. I mean...
oh, you would get a Squire and then trash the Squire.
I think I would do that because I want the goons early. But
yeah, no, that sounds good.
Banish might be better. I could see that, but... I mean, I would have to banish Necro, so I'm definitely not doing that. But if you can banish Hovel exactly... I guess it's only Hovel, because Zoe is also not that bad. Yeah. If you can do that, maybe you do that. I guess I'm just buying another Squire, because I'm hopefully trashing my other one, and then... yeah.
So would you just get 2 more Squires here?
I mean, okay, so in the end game you have what? You have a 4-card hand if you count Piazza as a full draw. But then Goons doesn't even have anything to buy. Oh my gosh, can we just skip this king? This is horrible. It is actually horrible.
I mean, what would you do? Would you get some... I don't know.
I mean, I think I would buy 2 Squires here, and then you just try and get a Goon stack, just so you have a Goon... not really a stack, just you want a Goons attack now every turn, because it's a militia attack.
And so then, in the end...
but the problem is, where are you going?
Yeah, that was sort of the intent.
The problem is you're never hitting 8 from a 3-cost hand, realistically, right? Like, you need gold Goons.
I mean, you could just... I don't know, have a Chunk Dealer and 2 Goons or something, and...
what is that Chunk Dealer doing for you?
I mean, trashing the coppers you're buying to get points from Goons. Something like that.
Oh, so you're trashing to a 3-card deck. That's what you're saying.
I mean, yeah, what else are you going to do?
I guess you also need to action to play that Goons, right?
I mean, you also buy Piazza, I think, and then you're just sad if If the Piazza hits the
Okay.
copper or something. I mean,
Um.
I'm not sure if it's good. That's just the first thing that
So
popped
you're
into my head.
scoring 2 points a turn? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe. What? What's the alternative?
I mean, okay, let's just play it. I guess because this endgame thing is totally unclear, we should probably give it a go.
And
Either
I
way,
think
I think you take the squires here.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, what again? What else would I do? Get a
Yeah, I don't know. You really want the
silver?
goons ASAP, right? So you
Yeah.
want to make sure you collide a chapel with the squire. I think I'm also even trashing the necro here. I'm not certain that's the right thing to do.
I think I'm also just gonna trash all 4 of these, right?
Oh yeah.
I I could also play Necront and see whatever I draw, but I don't think that's worth it.
Yeah, no, I think you have enough squire things. Don't need the necro too. Not buying anything here, I assume. Alright, so Piazza time, I guess. I mean, what else? Like, it's actually good because it triggers the shuffle with the goods in, so maybe I get lucky. Oh,
I don't even want silvers, right?
no, definitely not.
Just more squires.
Yeah, I guess just more squares. Man, we're just living a dream life here. Oh man, it's great.
I mean, I'm just gonna take 2 more goons here. Do I want 3 goons?
You could make a case that you. Well, I
I
think you only trash one square, right? Because you want to buy the last 2.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
And if you trash both, you can't do that. I mean, I don't think goons is even great here. Like the second and third, that is. They're only good in that you make sure you play goons every turn, but
Yeah.
that's almost sort of it. Ah, jeez, this board.
But it's quite interesting, I'd say.
You sure are a maniac. Guess I'll discard goons here because yeah, it's gonna miss a shuffle anyway because of the stupid Piazza. So I might as well trash it. But
I think it's time for me to get Piazza.
I think I found the right buy. I found it. Pass. Guess I'll keep a copper in case I hit my chapel. It's the only case any of this matters. Oh my god. Oh, this is so painful. Okay, so you can.
I think I'm just gonna start on the jump dealer now. I'm not sure. Is this actually where it's gonna end up?
I mean, you can never buy provinces because even if you buy provinces, then you're dead. So, like the second you buy it, you just give up everything. So, okay, I think I'm gonna do another turn of playing goons pass because I really don't know what else I'd do. So.
I think I might banish this copper.
Yeah, I don't think you can afford a second junk dealer. Like, I don't think the deck runs like that. I mean, there's also the risk where Piazza hits junk dealer at a bad time, right? So having 2 makes it so much more threatening. Can you stop hitting goons? I'm trying to have a turn here. I mean, I'm never gonna have a turn.
All right.
JD at least replaces Chapel at first. Well, you could get
Well.
another goons, but I don't even think that's good.
No, but I think I want the chapel rather than the copper, right? It doesn't really matter for this turn.
It doesn't get in the way of the Piazza, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, but if the Piazza hits the chapel, it doesn't.
Yeah, that's why copper doesn't get in the way, is what I mean.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, but I mean, the chapel also, it doesn't help you if it gets hit, right?
Well, it does, in that both are a stop card, but one gets taken out of the deck with Piazza and the other doesn't.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't matter a bit. Okay, so what are you buying? I mean, why aren't you banishing this chapel?
That's right.
I mean, what else are you doing? This board is awkward enough to buy spend your $7 2 goons turn to take 0 points and banish Chapel, I guess. I mean, I don't know, maybe not, because you also need junk dealer food. These squires might actually get in the way at some point. You might have too many at this point then.
I mean, if I have to, I just trash them, and then I might even end up trashing a goons or two.
Yeah.
But the question really is, should I start on coppers already?
I mean, I would rather start on ruins than coppers, because Piazza doesn't care. Like, Piazza is better with ruins, and you lower the piles, which is surely good, because you're, like, gigantically ahead. Also, you end this game sooner, so that's a real big plus point. That's probably the biggest plus point. I mean, I guess I'm gonna spend my turn doing amazing things again, like playing goons and passing, because I'm not getting anywhere. Like, I just don't have any options. Okay.
What am I gonna discard?
I mean, is there any bad trash of junk dealer in your deck, really? Not really, is there?
So I could just... But I mean, do I keep the squire? I probably should.
Pretty likely to be fine. I mean, what is the second goons even doing, I guess? I mean, what is anything doing? What is life doing?
Oh, there we have it. Goodbye, goons.
I mean, who cares?
Yeah, I could also just rebuy it.
Okay, I really want to trash these coppers,
I guess. Yeah, get more goons, maybe? I don't know.
Do you really want more goons?
I mean, I just trashed goons, so I think I can replace them.
I don't think you want to buy more ruins, though.
No, I don't think so. I still haven't trashed any of them.
Oh man, my Piazza is just the best.
My Piazza really is the best.
Alright, I guess I'll try to hit this Chapel. Nothing really matters anyway. I mean, yeah. Okay. I really have no idea what I'm doing.
Sorry.
You ordered incorrectly.
I mean, I might as well play the junk dealer.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, look, the ruins even came in handy.
I mean, it feels like you can actually afford a second junk dealer right now in your deck state.
That's what I thought, but then again, I think you haven't hit me with
goons.
I
haven't hit you last turn. That's actually pretty relevant. Huh?
But yeah, I mean, on the other hand, I mean, I can just trash junk dealer. Junk dealer, it doesn't really. I can just keep stuffing goons and junk dealers into my deck, and that's basically what I want to play each turn, right?
Sure. So just junk dealer, I guess, and nothing else.
I think so. I mean, I'm way ahead in terms of points.
Goddamn Piazza. I'm not getting anywhere. I haven't even hit 5 for the junk dealer. Like, okay. I stuffed 2 coppers. Oh man, and I haven't bought any or something.
Do I want to keep squires? I'm not sure.
I mean, is this interesting to you?
If we can just
play, but like I'm not.
Yeah. No. I think we sort of saw where it would end up. Yeah. I was just interested in where it would end up, but I think
end up in this misery. But yeah, I'm not entirely interested in continuing to play this misery. Also, I'm looking at the decks, like I'm just completely lost.
Certainly, from your point.
Okay. Well, J-Nails is here, so of course we got Crypt. That makes sense.
I mean, again, there is no plus buy, right?
No, but there's gains. You can get more than 1 province a turn. You can definitely score more than 6 points a turn with Monument.
Mm-hmm.
You can draw. You can exile your opponent's champion. That's always fun, I heard. Oh my. I mean, okay, like what am I opening if I'm not opening Cardinal? Like, it's surely better than Monument. Because the point is that
because of the Travelers, you mean?
I mean, I might exile your Cardinal or something, at least force your awkwardness, or I might hit your Treasure Hunter best case, and then you're resigning probably, so that seems better than a point. I don't want workshop. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I want any high quantity. I definitely want a silver variant so I can hit Denizen, right? I mean, at least then seems like a nice card in general. Probably want to hit Forge at some point. Yeah, well, I guess I'm appraising. I'm praising the chaos. Okay. So there's a chance I hit 5 next turn, but it's not a great one. I'm probably just buying silver. I really feel like you have to hit Forge. I mean, what's the alternative again? Harbinger, yay. Okay, so you don't get
So
to shuffle.
the same reasoning applies to me then, I guess. I mean, sort of, would have been nice to find the cardinal.
Yeah, well, I definitely
But
want to
whatever.
buy something that Cardinal can hit, sort of, so you try Shanta. Wow,
Oh.
yeah, this is the Cardinal I know. This is
Thanks a lot.
exactly the Cardinal I know. This is always what it does for me. It's such a garbage card.
But it is slightly awkward because I'm gonna hit 5, but I mean...
Oh, you don't get to buy it then? Wow, I pity you. That's... To make up, you exile my only treasure hunter, so...
Oh, cool. Sorry
nice
about
game.
that.
Fucking hell. Yeah, great. Oh wow. Okay, this is a lot more interesting. So that's good.
Okay, so we have Black Market Tactician. There's villages. There's draw.
There's everything. Yep, there sure is everything. So what's your 4? Quarry's pretty good with Black Market, huh?
I was thinking about Quarry.
And the only other option would be Advisor because of Cemetery, but
No, I think it is the Quarry.
yeah. Advisor has that problem of being Advisor, so it sucks.
Would you get tagged here to maybe get a Cemetery off or something?
For sure. I think tag is only the best 5 here on this board. I mean, even without Cemetery, like, you want to get this Black Market tag stuff going.
I mean, there is a Black Market down there. I might just get a ghost town here then.
I mean, Ghost Town is good now, but you will discard it later, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So I'm not sure it does enough until then.
But what else am I gonna get? I mean,
you could get an Advisor, or you could get a second Quarry, you could get a second Black Market. I don't like that part though. I mean,
I don't like the Black Market.
That bad. Yeah. I mean, a second Quarry is probably alright as well.
Given Black Market, you mean?
Yeah,
Advisors.
I mean, Advisor's probably what I would do though. I mean, I'm not excited about it, but
even if we haven't trashed anything.
Well, it's probably not actually helpful in the short run, but nothing kind of is to me.
Yeah, right.
I mean, I'll then Ghost Town, but Ghost Town then again has such a huge penalty in the long term. So.
Damn, this Ghost Town I think would have paid off.
Yeah, well, okay, sure.
No, that wasn't meant as. I mean,
does it even? You just play the Black Market here, right?
And then you delay tagged, you mean?
Yeah. And you pick up a nice, beautiful card.
Sanctuary.
Is it?
Would you get Expand?
I mean, it's certainly interesting. You can next turn expand an estate into a cemetery, and then there go all your worries about having their control, I think.
Yeah, that sounds...
It's a strong effect at Sanctuary in that regard, but the buy is nice. But on the other hand, there's also not so much on the Kingdom to buy, because you can't buy Ghost Towns. So, really, you only buy Black Markets at some point, and everything from the Black Market. So the buy kind of doesn't do all that much. You can't even delay after this anymore, because Tag will toss everything. So, I'd probably lean towards this, yeah. Yeah, these are all kind of garbage. I mean, do I want the Lurker? I guess I'll take a Lurker. guess I'll take a second tag now. Man, I'm already feeling completely dead again.
Really? I don't feel that ahead.
I for some reason thought this tag of yours would draw right now instead of. So that's why I felt that. But yeah, obviously that's not how it works. Okay. Oh yeah, right choice to not care about Ghost there, by the way. We don't care. Never overplay and play market there, right?
So normally I'd think about proc, but given that you got Lurker, I'm not this incentivizes proc a bit.
You would get proc if I didn't get Lurker?
No, I would at least have a closer look at it.
Okay.
And I mean, procking advisors or something doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, there's also not much to gain though, right? I guess, but that's not exciting.
Wait, do you have 3 tacticians?
Do I?
I think so.
Really?
Because I only have 1.
Oh yeah, I do.
Do you want to undo this?
Oh yeah, probably, huh? Wait, when did I get 3 on tacticians? Man.
Turn 3, 4, and 5.
I mean, at least I'm consistent. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, that probably something I should undo, huh? Okay. Oh, right, it's my turn again because of this delay thing. Okay, I guess I'll just get more black market slowly. Man, it's still the same cards in the black market, unlucky.
Damn. Okay, so I think I'm just not gonna get anything.
You don't want the Forager?
Would you take the Forager? I'm not sure. Yeah, probably it is worth it. I mean, what else am I gonna get?
I'm not sure why you're playing these coppers. I feel like you played one too many coppers there.
Is it gonna... Wait, I'm gonna trash this.
Gonna estate into...
Yeah, but I'm gonna trash... Yeah, but so I could have kept Haunted Mirror instead.
I mean, it's surely better than keeping Copper. I'm not saying we want Ghost on this board, but having the option is surely better than not having the option. Wait, this is wrong. Oh man, sorry. It's like I just looked at your hand, so clearly it must be this and two. Nope. Oh well.
Wait.
Yeah, obviously now you don't have money. So maybe.
Where is it?
I mean, I do think you want a cemetery this turn, but you might not buy the Forager and then buy a 5 instead.
I mean, it's only worth 1 now, right?
Oh, you didn't play Quarry first.
Yeah, that was.
I thought we had money, and then we suddenly.
Yeah. Okay. So right now I can sort of afford.
Yeah, you can afford black market and tag, I guess. You do want the second tag, right?
But I mean, I don't have a single village, do I? Seems a bit greedy. And also this tag is gonna sort of go back into my deck. So I'm not sure if I actually want the tag.
So you want to do more black market in now?
Something like that. Does that sound bad?
I mean, I'm not that concerned about the village, because like, you can get a ghost if things really do turn out that way. You can play black market and turn Haunted Mirror into 5.
Sure, but I mean, just for next turn, I don't have a single village, right? So I can't even...
There are 4 bad cards on top, right? On there. What is on top, I guess? There's an advice on top, right?
Yeah.
So if you buy tag, you're probably still not getting a tag into play, huh? Nah. Okay.
Unless
Well, unless you do one.
I reveal 2 tags with my advisor.
I mean, okay, sure, but that's extraordinarily likely.
So I think I would have gone black market in, but...
Okay. Do you shuffle the black market into the deck at that point?
I probably do.
Okay.
I think.
You
think that's bad? Do you think I should have gone
I mean,
tactician?
no, I don't mind the bias. I just wouldn't really shuffle the black market, and I'm sort of concerned about advisor bottom decking in that line, and I'm also not sure that the black market is really something you. I mean,
Would you not?
my number one priority would be to get tag into play.
Would you not shuffle in? Because
No,
then
I would shuffle the in because you draw 2 cards essentially, and you don't care about your discards. It's more or
right,
less a
but
lab. Well, lost city again.
but then advisor can't button deck, right?
I'm
Even
saying
if
I
I
wouldn't
shuffle.
shuffle in the black market or the forest.
I mean, even then, right?
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yeah, the indefinitely goes into your deck. The only question for me is if you also shuffle in the black market.
Yeah, but I thought your reason for not shuffling it in was that this would sort of make it possible for the advisor to button deck, which
if
I
you
think
shuffle
just.
in both black market and in, yeah, then advisor could button deck. If you shuffle in 2 cards, you're 6 cards in
Oh,
your deck,
because
then
the
advisor
in
could button
and
deck.
yeah.
And then you would have to play in first, which I don't know. Mostly black market doesn't seem like that important of a card to me to have in my next hand. Wow, I don't even find the black market. Well, I guess it's sad, but we still just have to play tag again. Okay. Expand is probably the best card there. So I guess you're tossing Cemetery Copper here?
That's what I was.
Okay. Well, Hackler seems extraordinarily bad as far as Hackler from Black Market goes. Usually it's really good, but here it's like not, I think.
But I mean, yeah, just thinking about the board, I'm not even sure what sort of the end game we're aiming for is.
Something Black Market Magic, wherever that leads.
Something like that, right? But I mean, none of these cards seems to help that much.
Really?
Would you get Envoy?
I mean, I'm having this Envoy in my next hand with an in, so that seems really good to me.
Yeah, that seems.
Like, it's draw, I have the village capacity, and I can play it next turn. The alternative is buying an advisor from the kingdom, right? And not buying anything there, but I would think Envoy is better than that.
Would you shuffle in expand too? I think.
No, the problem is then you have a 7-card deck, and the in this card goes into the shuffle, right? Okay, I mean, yeah, sure, whatever.
You can also just button deck in.
This. Okay, I think I'm getting a ghost here. Sound thrashing. These 4, I guess. Okay. Do I want a butcher? I mean, I do have a lurker. So, probably. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess I can only trash 1 fewer card if I get this butcher, but it's probably still worth. Yeah, I was obviously quite sad for you. But yeah,
what can you do?
Yeah, the Envoy looks a lot worse now that it didn't do its purpose, but that's.
So ideally, this turn I would get and play Tactician, right?
Well, it's certainly gonna happen, right? You can turn a Cemetery into one. I'm really not a fan of your play order this turn, honestly. It starts with the Advisor, which I don't like, I think.
What would you have started with them? I mean, we can undo
probably
it.
Probably expanding Cemetery, right? Because my main goal this turn is to have attack in hand. And I want to play my ins first and my envoys first. My envoy first because that requires the biggest cards left in my deck. How tall were your deck size at that point? You apparently had 4 cards.
4.
Yeah, so if you expand first, you have 5 cards. You can play 2 in, play an in first, and you play envoy, which still has 5 cards, so you don't waste any draw space. You
that makes sense.
Probably give up a bit of gameplay potential of the black market though. which is sort of what it trades off against.
My thinking was that sort of in would guarantee that whatever I got of black market or expand would be able to find its way into my hand.
Yeah, you're just not using the envoy, which maybe is okay. Like maybe you don't even care about the envoy. Like my line was maximizing envoy draw, but maybe you don't even play the envoy. That could certainly be the case. Like especially now, you might just get this watchtower, or if draw is even your concern. Wait, what's your terminal situation anyway? You have 3 actions, right? And one of them has to be on tag. Yeah.
And one of them has to be on expand.
Mm-hmm. So you actually only have 1 space. So I guess the envoy doesn't really make much sense. Anyway. Okay. Oh, I guess you already played the black market anyway, but okay, yeah, sure. So I guess we're just gonna play another black market order displace at this point, right? Terminal space-wise.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could also displace into... I mean, if I gain displace, I could displace into the tactician, which I think...
Well, it's more or less just the same as expanding it. Like,
yeah, sure.
Doesn't really matter, right? You could get another in, I guess, first, if you take the displace, and then you have an extra terminal space, right?
That actually sounds quite good.
I'm not sure the draw gets there, though. Alright, because you only have 3 cards left in your discard. You surely have to play in first, because you don't have any actions. That still leaves you with 3 cards left, and 1 card on top again, and then you have 4 cards left, and 1 card, so you only have 1 in 3 to draw that last... No, you have to shuffle in. Oh man, why is it so complicated? Yeah, I think this works, actually, then. Yeah, I think it's guaranteed to work. If you take this place now.
Wait.
Sure, anyway. Well, you expand...
Oh, I can still expand.
In and it gets shuffled in, right? Oh.
That was stupid.
Wait, yeah. You can expand at 0 cost, so...
Yeah.
Probably should.
I mean, given that I'm not gonna play
the... It's fine, you don't have... Like, you can trash this...
Well, you waste 2 VP, but I guess that's not that big of a deal. Mostly you need to keep something to...
I mean, given that I don't have the I'm not gonna play the envoy, I could also maybe gain Ghost's turn.
Can you also do that? Man,
but then I'm not gonna draw, I think. But I could expand the Haunted Mirror now into the inn, right?
Yes, you could, and then you would discard... Well, okay. So we need the inn in the hand, and we need the expand in the hand, and everything else. And we need the cemetery in the hand, and let's say we do the ghost, and then we need the haunted mirror in the hand. So we would discard, let's say, on the copper, envoy or forger black market, sort of interchangeable, I think. Well, not black market. I think we want to play black market, right? Okay, so that's a forger or envoy. So let's say we discard copper envoy. Okay, then we turn haunted mirror into in ghost. We definitely wouldn't get to game and play the ghost. Also, is ghost even good in this tag stuff?
Yeah, that's right.
Probably not, right?
I think I'm just gonna not do it.
Yeah, I don't think the ghost is actually doing much for you. Okay. So only did in here, right? Yeah.
Man, what was the thing? Wait, did you have to shuffle in the envoy? Because now you're not drawing the tag, right? Oof.
Yeah, but if I had shuffled in the envoy, I would have maybe bottom decked.
Well, we could have just not discarded the envoy to the first one. Let's go back to we discard the envoy there. We can just discard the forager, right? Oh, good turn. Instead of discarding the envoy, we can discard the forager to the first in. Yeah. I think that works.
I'm not sure actually, but let's just see. Because I mean, the choice is the same, right? And now I mean, it doesn't matter whether I discard envoy in black market or forager in black market. I certainly need the other 3 cards in hand, right? So I think this using displays to first gain an in and then gain tactician just wasn't gonna work.
What's in your Discord right now? Forager, Haunted Mirror, and that's it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess this is not able to gain and play tag. Man, okay.
So let's just stick with the original plan then.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I can keep the...
Alright, I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, sorry. So, oh yeah, so okay. Man, I have a ghost. When did I get a ghost? Right. Why do I have a ghost?
Alright, I'm back too.
Alright. Just realized I got a ghost.
You did last turn, right?
Yeah.
No. The one before that. Can I even get this tactician? No, I'm not sure. I can't. God damn it.
Nope.
Yeah, so my play order really was fucked.
Yeah.
But I mean, would have not playing the advisor actually helped? Probably.
Probably, yeah. I mean, alright, yeah, okay, let's not go way back, but
No. Let's just...
I mean, you can have attack at the end of the turn in hand for sure, but the problem is you can only delay it, not play it, because you're on factions.
How would I have it?
You could discard, say, Haunted Mirror, Black Market, display Cemetery into tag, and then play Envoy, and then Envoy flips 2 tags, so you definitely have one in
Oh, yeah.
But then you can only delay it and not play it.
That doesn't seem worth it. I mean, I can...
No, it doesn't. So I guess we're just not getting a tag into play. Yep, well, tough luck.
What am I gonna gain here?
Well, I was thinking we would first play Black Market, because then we might have more.
Then we might
change our thing we gain. I mean, it's unlikely that it changes it, but there's also no reason not to first gain the info of the Black Market. Yeah, I don't think this changes anything, does it?
I don't think I want... No.
Okay. So our Discord contains tag. Right, no, our top contains tag. Our Discord contains the Envoy, so we probably want an in at some point in this sequence. I think. Yeah. So what else are we gaining?
I mean, if I don't gain the in now, I can really only buy in and maybe Black Market, right?
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, might be fine. You could just do it advisor and then in and then Black Market shuffling in. Envoy,
or I could
in, right?
gain the in now and buy 2 advisors, which I'm sure is better.
I mean, our turns sort of don't do much except play Black Market, so... well, I guess you'll do more because you have expanded displays. Yeah, I mean, you can do the in now and then do 2 advisors. It's a little less likely to draw, but... I mean, you can have 1 in at some point in this sequence. I think. Yeah, if it's changes anything, does it? I don't think any.
I don't think I want... No.
No. Well, I guess you'll do more because you have expanded displays. Yeah, I mean, you can do the in now and then do 2 advisors. It's a little less likely to draw, but
But I think I also just do want some draw.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. All right, I have attack coming in. Yeah, why do I have this ghost? This is pretty nonsensical. Okay, there's also nothing in the trash, it seems. It was just free, so I was like, okay. But it's not actually free. Okay. I mean, let's try this, I guess. None of these are good. That's quite unfortunate. And that's
Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay. So I had an idea here. Promise it's not working. I was hoping I would get a draw card, then I could in it, and then I could delay my tag, ghost the draw card, and then play attack first, and then play ghost, so I still have a turn. Do I have any draw card though? No. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna take the. Okay, I guess we're gonna take the outpost and ghost the outpost. Yeah, well, that's still fine, I guess.
Now you would play advice first, right?
Oh, sure, you have to. Yeah, sure. Ah, man, I have to choose this. This is awkward. Like,
Yeah,
come on, opponent choose. Wait, I'm the opponent.
This must be quite annoying to keep switching back and forth.
And I guess that's fine. Just not used to it anymore. I haven't done coaching in a while. Well, in mind.
I mean, I can certainly discard one tactician and probably also a black market, or.
I mean, black market seems more important to have in my hand than the treasures, I would think. So.
But I mean, how likely is it that I'm gonna play 2 black markets, a tactician and an envoy? I'm not sure if I even have enough terminal space for that.
I mean, I definitely want to keep one treasure so I can expand it into an inn, because I feel like that's hopefully happening at some point in this turn. Probably not though, because if you're gonna flip in and I'm gonna discard it. Yeah, and now I guess your turn is just playing. Man, all advice is so bad. Like advice effects, I guess, in general. You probably just have to play tag here, right? What else are you doing?
Yeah, that I mean,
have to get back on track on the tag train. So.
But also I would like to get another in, and I can't if I play the tag. Well, still got to do it.
Yeah, I think you're still gonna do it. It's sad. I mean, at least you're not delaying your tag to then play a ghosted out. I mean, it was good.
I mean, it's a slightly bigger normal turn, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was actually not that bad for me. Okay. So I guess wait, I should. Oh, I guess I'm trashing the inn. Okay. Oh, I guess Pritch Troll. I can't really get the GM because I need to do this and then this and shuffle those back in and then play tag. I guess I can buy an advisor or 2 black markets. Yeah, I feel like I need some draw though.
Now it should be on-way time, right? Because
yeah, I think so. Doesn't matter, I guess there.
Okay, what am I gonna do this turn? I mean, I sort of need more payload in a way.
I mean, you definitely want to fish from black market stuff, right? I would think.
Yeah. No, that's for sure.
I mean, you can discard attack safely. You're clearly gonna redraw it, so it's just about what there's something in your hand right now. I don't think that this place has something in your hand right now ever either. Or you can discard an advisor. I mean, just you're starting a turn with black market here. Either way, I think. Swamp Pack annoying? Yeah, probably. Is it worth a terminal space? Yeah.
Probably not, right? I mean, I do have
Yeah.
severe terminal issues. But you don't have anything to
but I don't
trash,
have
do you?
any way to answer. Might still be worth it, honestly. I think it actually is. It's just so annoying for me to deal with. I think. I mean, like, I can't cemetery them either, right? Because then they would have to be in my hand when I buy a cemetery, which isn't happening because of tag. So it seems really frustrating for me to deal with them.
Should I gain the in now? That would probably be better, right? Or would you black market again? I think maybe it doesn't matter.
No, I think I would gain the in now. I mean, probably just playing advising in, right? Oh yeah, I guess this doesn't matter. Wait, you don't keep advisor there?
Would you?
I mean, yeah. Why not? Like, it draws fully right now, and I want draw on my hand. If I don't, I have to play the index thing, and then I only have advisors left to find what I potentially have from my black market, which means I'm just never gonna find it if I don't want you to find it, right? So you need to keep some normal draw, so you have the option to gain and play stuff without me just saying no to that.
Yeah.
Like, now I want to play black market, so then if I find something, I can advise it, and then, okay, I deny it, but then in finds it again.
Damn it.
I mean, I wouldn't want goons.
I mean, is Fisherman worth it? I guess not. Right? I'd rather have the in.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it either. I'm not sure what that did for you. Seems like it did, but okay. I guess it didn't
But
matter.
I mean, didn't matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just gonna play Swamp Pack and then Tactician, I guess.
Wait, didn't it matter? Oh yeah, no. I guess it never mattered. Okay.
I think it didn't.
You wasted one hand size, but I don't think that matters because you need a 2-foot display playing displays anyway. So. Also terminal space and stuff. So yeah, no, too many constraints. Man, what am I even doing about the Swamp Pack? I guess I should have bought that Guardian last turn, huh? Oh
I'm
no,
not sure if
it's also affecting my outpost turn. Damn. That is gonna be quite annoying. I clearly need to pick up a Trasher. Okay.
Nope.
This way it doesn't pop. Did I want it to pop with Lurker? No, not really. Man, it's in my last card. Probably. Okay, so I guess I'm just playing Outpost and Tag here then. Is any of this worth a curse? I don't think so. No. Yikes.
Well, actually, this witch is better than I expected. If you're not even going to buy anything.
I mean, what was I gonna buy? Like, in and curse don't seem better than nothing to me, do they?
Yeah. No, you're probably right. It's just I usually I more or less disregard Swamp Pack except for certain situations.
I mean, I guess this is my way of trashing, which isn't bad, but yeah. Oh, I don't find my tag. What's that? Oh, I could have actually shuffled this in first. Well, that was bad of me. Right, that was really bad order. Like, see, this is a card I'm taking happily taking first for. It's also busted, so. Is still laying black market even good? I guess it should be better than not doing it. You don't have the quarry in play, but yeah. Okay, I guess I'll get an advisor now that I've finned a bit with the butcher, so I can probably take it.
I mean, I might as well play black market now, or is there anything that...
I mean, why not advisor first? Hunting party's fine, right?
Seems good enough.
Yeah. Just go this 4 card. I mean, I think you can safely toss the tag again, right?
But I mean, also the Envoy, I think I'm not going to play it, am I?
Yeah, I guess not. Man, this Envoy, have you played it once?
I think I haven't.
I mean, we lost the 1 and 6. Otherwise, it would have probably been a quite different thing, but yeah.
And then I think I can also expand the Forager or something, because, I mean, what's it still doing for me?